This will be our second burn steer, and they were 0.3 on that one. All right, we are ready to roll right here. It's going to be Stamps and Mannion. This will be Kyla and Tyler. In this roping, we are going to rope your first one here. Second and third will be down there. Brandy and Amber will take care of you down there in that second arena for steers 2 and 3. So you ride right on out there. If you catch your first one, they will be looking for you. It's going to be a no time right there. Let's go to Ryan Wilberg now and Cooper Britton. You're up, followed by Bridger Ketchum and Ryan Davis. And then it's going to be team number 4. That'll be Skeeter Hill and Parker Guy. Next team you can ride in, please. That'll be Bridger and Ryan. You guys can ride in. You are next to go. These guys are going to be a +5. It'll be 14.85 on theirs. 14.85 for them. Here's Bridger and Ryan, followed by Skeeter and Parker, and then Joe Freirich and Brett Wilberg at number 5. 6, 7, and 8 be ready. Yep, that's right. I'll get tuned in. That last team is too long. They are going to be a no time with a 14-second cutoff. Here's Bridger and Ryan. Bridger and Ryan now. Once again, ropers and announcer. 14-second cutoff. Going to be smooth here. 8:05. 8:05. They're good. Here's Skeeter and Parker now. They're going to be followed by Joe and Brett. Then it'll be Colt Hilly and Kyler Gomez at number 6, 7, 8, and 9 be ready. Denton Parrish, Colby Corkhill. We need you at the entry office. Smooth hair going to be 8-10 on that one. 8 and 10 right there. And now it is going to be team number 5. Creed West, you're needed at the entry office. It is going to be a no time right there. No time on their run. Now to go, it's going to be number 6. It's going to be Colt Hilly and Kyler Gomez. You guys are up right here. It'll be Hilly and Gomez. They're going to be followed by Munoz and Stamps. And then Essex and Jameson be ready at number 8. Next team, come on in. That's going to be team number 7. It'll be Munoz and Stamps. You are next. This team is going to be in no time. Munoz and Stamps now. Rolando and Kyle. They're going to be followed by Ethan Essex and Joe Ross Jameson. And then Tommy Zant and Walter Donnell. You're going to rope at number 9. Then it'll be number 11. Smooth here. They are 8 and 94 on that one. 8-9-4. And now the rope's going to be team number 8. That'll be Essex and Jameson. They're going to be followed by Zant and Donnell. And then we'll go to number 11. Ellinger and Rossipal will be ready at number 11. Tyler Mannion, you are needed at the entry office, please. Tyler Mannion to the entry office. It is a smooth run. They're going to be 8 and 29 right there. 8-2-9. Now to rope, it is Tommy Zant, Walter Donnell. You guys are roping right here. They're going to be followed by 11. That'll be Bryce and Ryder, and then Kevin Poteet and Hagen Wright at number 12. Clean hair, they're going to be 9:02 on that one, 9:02. Now to rope, it'll be number 11 to go right here. It'll be Bryce and Ryder. They're going to be followed by Kevin Poteet, Hagen Wright, then Reed Wolf and Rance Winters. You're going to rope at 13. 14 and 15, be ready. This team is a no time on theirs. No time on their first one. Now to rope, it'll be Kevin Poteet and Hagen Wright. They'll be followed by Reed Wolf and Rance Winters. Troy Gibbs and Maverick Lozano at 14 be ready to go. Smooth here. They're going to be 7 and 33 on there. 7:33. Now it's going to be Reed and Ranch. You're up, followed by Troy Gibbs, Maverick Lozano, and then it'll be Chelsea Putnam and Sean McKinley at number 15. Next team you can ride in, please. That'll be team number 14 to go. We are clean here. They're going to be 10 and 34 on that one. 10-34. Here's Troy and Maverick. You're up. They're going to be followed by Chelsea Putnam and Sean McKinley. And then it'll be number 16. That'll be Jet Eccles and Cash Cockrum. Again, Roper's a 14-second cutoff. If you are longer in the first round than 14, then it is a no time. Here's Troy and Maverick. All right, this is a draw. We're going to skip them for a second. We'll skip them for a second. Maverick, we need you to come to the healer's box. Chelsea Putnam and Sean McKinley, you're up right now. It's going to be number 15 to go right here. Then it'll be 16. That'll be Jeff Eccles and Cash Cockrum. It is a +5. They're going to be 12 and 92 right here. 12 and 92. And now to go is going to be Jet Eccles, Cash Cockrum. They'll be followed by Gabe Williams and Cooper Britton at number 17. 18 and 19, be thinking about it. Here is number 16, 17, Gabe and Cooper. You guys can ride in. This team will be a no time. Here's number 17 now, Gabe Williams, Cooper Britton to rope right here. They're going to be followed by Wilberg and Davis, and then it'll be Peterson and Hilly at 19. 20 and 21, be ready. Hey, we do have some extra runs. Cooper Britton, Kyler Gomez, Kyle Stamps, Walter Donnell, Ryan Davis, Casey Hilly, Colton Tate, Connolly Donnell, Jorge Pena. You guys all have extra runs. We're going to be clean right there. It'll be a 6 and 57 on that one. 6-5-7 for them. Now it'll be Ryan and Ryan. You guys are up right here. Also, Caden McFadden, Sean McKinley, J.C. Lucero, as well as Zach Ross, Tanner Lambert, Brock Rouse, Joe Ross Jameson, Ryan Gorman, Tyler Minion, and Judd Jackson. You guys all have extra runs. Clean run right there. It's going to be 9 flat on that one. 9 flat. It'll be Sid Peterson, Casey Hildy to go now, number 19. J.C. Lucero, we need you to go back to the entry office, please. J.C. Lucero, back to the entry office. Waylon Engel and Tanner Lambert, you guys can ride in. Number 20, next to go. 20. It is a no time right here. Now we're going to go to 20. That'll be Waylon Engel, Tanner Lambert to go, followed by Landon and Ryan. And then Ranch York and Brock at number 22. 23, 4, 5, and 6 be ready. Next team you can ride in, Landon and Ryan. You're going to be next to rope right here. Clean run there. They're going to be 10 and 35 on that one. 10-35. Now to rope, it'll be Landon De Silva and Ryan Gorham. You guys are up right now. They're going to be followed by number 22. That'll be Rance York, Brock Rouse. 23 is Kyla and Kyle Stamps. Next team to go is going to be Rance and Brock. Clean hair, 970. Now it's going to be Rance and Brock. You're up, followed by Kyla and Kyle. And then 24 is going to be Stephen McCutcheon and Colton Tate. No time for this team. Now to be Kyla and Kyle, you're up right here. They're going to be followed by Stephen McCutcheon and Colton Tate, Dakota Lindbaugh, and Joe Ross Jameson at number 25. $8.15 on that one. 815. Stephen and Colton up now, followed by Dakota and Joe Ross at number 25. Dakota and Joe Ross, you guys will go next. Once again, if you catch your first one, they'll be ready for you for 2 and 3 down there. 9 and 24 here. 9 and 24. Now it's going to be Dakota Lindbaugh, Joe Ross Jameson. They'll be followed by Tommy Zant, Connolly Donald, and then Bryce McCutcheon and Jorge Pena at number 27. It is a no time on this run. No time there. Now it's going to be Tommy and Connolly. You guys are up right here. All right, let's skip this team a second. Tommy's still in that other arena. Let's go to Bryce McCutcheon, Jorge Pena, team number 27. 28 is going to be Cohen Carroll and Jared Herbst. Hey, JC Lucero, are you ready to go? JC Lucero. Clean hair, they're going to be 9 and 37 on that one, 9:37. It'll be Cohen and Jared now. They're going to be followed by 29. That'll be Colton Ranley, Ryder Rossipol. And then 30 is going to be Kevin Poteet, Treston Brazil. And then let's try Troy Gibbs and JC Lucero. That'll be after number 30. Colton and Ryder, you guys can ride in number 29. 29. Clean run there. They're going to be 9 and 42 on that one. 9-4-2. Here's Colton and Ryder. You're up right now. Then it'll be Kevin Poteet, Treston Brazil, and then Troy Gibbs, JC Lucero. There we go, guys. They're going to be good there. 8 and 34 their time. 8 and 34. And now it's going to be Kevin and Treston. You're up here, number 30. And then let's try Troy Gibbs and JC Lucero. And then Tommy Zant, Connolly Don will be ready. You're 2 away now. There we go. They're going to be clean here. 7:36 their time. 7:36. All right. How about Troy Gibbs and J.C. Lucero right here? Troy Gibbs, J.C. Lucero. Tommy Zant, Connolly Donald, you're going to follow them. Then it'll be Caden McFadden and Cash Cockrum. And then Ben Clements and Jared Herbst, but I think Jared might be in that other arena. It'll be a no time on that one. No time there. All right, Tommy Zant, Connolly Donald, you guys are up. Caden McFadden, Cash Cockrum, you're going to follow this team. Caden and Cash, you're next now. They are a +5. They're going to be 14 and 85. That'll be in a no time. They are too long. No time. 14-second cutoff. It'll be Caden and Cash. You guys are up right now. Here's Caden and Cash. Then it'll be Ryan Hutton and Zach Ross to follow them at 31, 32, and 3. Be ready. They are no time. And now we're going to go to number 31. It'll be Ryan and Zach. You're up, followed by Ashton Hughes, Hagen Wright, Reed Volf, and Judd Jackson at 33. This team is a no time, and now we're ready for number 32. It's going to be Ashton Hughes, Hagen Wright. They're going to be followed by Reed and Judd, and then Coulter Jackson, Cooper Taylor at number 34, 35, 6, and 7. It's a no time there. Here's number 33 now. Going to be Reed and Judd, and then Coulter and Cooper. You'll follow them. Styles and Sean at number 35. It's a no time right there. And now to go is going to be Coulter Jackson, Cooper Taylor, followed by 35. That'll be Styles and Sean, and then Troy Gibbs and J.C. Lucero at number 36. 37 and 8, be ready. After 38, we're going to pick up Ben Clements and Jared Herbst. That'll be after number 38. It's going to be 8-71 right there. 8-71. It'll be 35 now. Styles and Sean. And then Troy Gibbs, J.C. Lucero at number 36. This is a no time here. Now it's going to be Troy and JC right here. Clean run there, 9-64, 9-69, 9-69. Now it's going to be Bridger Ketchum, Cooper Britton. They'll be followed by Jarrett Blessing, Casey Hilly, and then Ben Clements and Jared Herbst. And Hunter Hilton and Ryan Davis be ready at 39. All right, we are going to pick you guys up. So go get your rope, put your steer away, come back in a second. We'll get you. Let's go to Jarrett and Casey now. Then it'll be Ben Clements, Jared Herbst to follow. It'll be a leg there. It's going to be 12 and 17 on this one. 12 and 17. Now it's going to be Ben Clements and Jared. Jared back. Not back. All right. We'll move on here. We'll come back in a second. Let's go to Hunter Hilton, Ryan Davis. You guys are up right here. Hunter Hilton, Ryan Davis. Then it'll be Ethan Essex, Tanner Lambert, Jed Eccles, Dax Reed at 41. Clean run there, 6:85 the time. Now to be Ethan and Tanner. You're up followed by Jet Eccles and Dax Reed. 42 is going to be Brock and Ryan. And 43 is Troy Ashford and Brett Wilberg. Then Ben Clements and Joe Ross Jameson. Tanner Lambert. Tanner Lambert, you're needed at the entry office. +5 there, going to be 11 and 90 on that one. 11 and 90. Here's Jet and Dax, then Brock and Ryan. Troy Ashford, Brett Wilberg at team number 43. No time here. Now to rope, it'll be Brock and Ryan, followed by Troy and Brett, then Ben Clements and Joe Ross Jameson. Second to go. Waylon Ingle, Cash Cockrum, number 45. No time. Here's Troy and Brett now, then Ben and Joe Ross at 44. No time. Here's Ben Clements now. Joe Ross Jameson, you guys are up right here. They're going to be followed by Waylon Ingalls, Cash Cockrum, then Caitlin Torres, Zane Starnes, and Seth Ross and Carson Saunier at number 46. And darn it, guys, there's going to be no time right there. Now it's going to be Waylon and Cash, followed by Caitlin and Zane. Hey, ropers, our next roping of the day is our 13.5 shootout. If you have any business to take care of with the office, please get over there and get that taken care of so we can get those entries finalized. We're going to be there before you know it. Going to be an 8 and 40 right here, 8 and 40. Now the rope's going to be Caitlin and Zane. So if you are wanting to rope in that next roping, it is going to be our 13.5 shootout. Please get over there to the entry office. Let's get that squared around. Going to be smooth here. They're 8:48. 8:48 there. Here's Seth and Carson now. They're going to be followed by 47. Anderson and Anderson, Hutton and Pay. And then we're going to pick up Bridger Ketchum and Cooper Britton. No time on theirs. Here's number 47, Cade and Chance. And then Ryan Hutton and Preston Pay. And then it'll be Bridger Ketchum and Cooper Britton. No time right here. Here's 48. It'll be Ryan Hutton and Preston Pay, and then we're going to go to Bridger Ketchum, Cooper Britton. No time right here. This will be Bridger and Cooper to go now. They'll be followed by Thomas Brayman, Judd Jackson, second out. +5, they're going to be 13 and 72. They are barely in under the wire. 13 and 72. Now it's going to be Thomas Brayman, Judd Jackson. You guys are up here. 49. They'll be followed by 50. That'll be Coulter Jackson, Ryder Rossipol. And then 51, 52, and 53 be ready. $650 right there, $650. Here's number 50. By the way, 7 are in the short round. 7 are in there right now as they start plugging them in down there in that second arena. Here's Coulter and Ryder. Then it'll be Stephen McCutcheon, Sean McKinley, Sid Preston, Zach Ross at 52. Clean run there, 773. Now it's going to be Steven and Sean. You're up right here. They'll be followed by Sid Peterson, Zach Ross, and then Wyatt Shield and J.C. Lucero at 53. Five there. They're going to be 1402. 1402. Too long. Too long. It'll be Peterson and Ross. They're up right now. They're going to be followed by Wyatt Shield, J.C. Lucero, Dakota Lindbaugh, Tanner Lambert. 55 is going to be Caden McFadden and Dax Reed. And then let's try Ben Clements and Jared Herbst after 55. $13.53. Here's Wyatt and JC now, followed by Dakota Lindbaugh, Tanner Lambert, 54. 55 be ready. That'll be Caden McFadden, Dax Reed, and then Ben Clements and Jared Herbst. +5 there. They're going to be on theirs 12 and 77. 12 and 77. You're good for the second round. Here's 54 now. Dakota and Tanner. Then it'll be Caden McFadden, Dax Reed at 55. And then Ben Clements, Jared Herbst be ready. Five there. They're going to be 1304. 1304 with a leg. Here's 55. It'll be Caden and Dax, and then Ben Clements and Jared. Clean run there, 9 and 29, their time, 9-2-9. Now it should be Ben Clements, Jared Herbst. And Styles and Brock, you guys can ride in. You're next. Darn it, there's going to be no time there. It'll be Styles. Styles Payton, Brock Rouse, you're next to go. Then it'll be Troy Ashford and Walter Donnell. Cohen Carroll, Casey Hilly at 58, 59, and 60. Be ready. Clean here, 12-11. Here's Troy and Walter now, followed by Cohen Carroll and Casey Hilly. And then Waylon Ingle and Zane Starnes be ready to go at number 59, 60, 61, and 2. Be ready. Clean run of 8 and 34 on theirs, 8 and 34. And now it's going to be Cohen and Casey. They'll be followed by Waylon Ingle, Zane Starnes, Seth Ross, and Joe Ross at number 60, 61, 2, and 3. We are 30 runs away from a short round. Smooth there. They're going to be 7 and 54 on that one. And now it's going to be Waylon Ingle, Zane Starnes, you're up, followed by Seth Ross and Joe Ross, Jameson, and then Ranch Winters and Chance Anderson at number 61. Hey, Ropers, again, if you have entries to take care of in our next roping, that'll be the 13.5 shootout. Please get over there to the entry office and get that taken care of. 13.5 shootout will be next. If you have entries to take care of, we're looking for you. Waylon Ingle, Zane Starnes right here. I think they're in the other arena. We'll skip them a minute. Let's go to Seth Ross, Joe Ross, Jameson, number 60. That'll be 61. That'll be Winters and Anderson, Pennell and Guy, Hutton and Gorham at number 63. It is a no time. Now it's going to be Rance Winters and Chance Anderson. They'll be followed by Canyon Pennell, Parker Guy, and then Ryan Hutton and Ryan Gorham at number 63. They are going to be here 7:59 on that one, 7:59. And now to go is going to be Canyon and Parker. They'll be followed by Hutton and Gorham. Hughes and Saunier at number 64, and then it'll be 65 and 6. It's going to be 8:04 there, 8:04. Here's Ryan Hutton now, Ryan Gorham. They're going to be followed by Ashton Hughes, Carson Saunier at number 64, 65, 6, and 7. Be ready. Ashton and Carson, you can write in, please. They are clean there. They're going to be 8 and 62 their time. 8-6-2 right there. That's going to be Ashton, Hughes, and Carson. They're going to be followed by Coulter Jackson, Judd Jackson, Rolando Munoz, and Jorge Pena at number 66. Clean there. They're going to be 9 and 61 on that one. 9-6-1. Now to rope, it'll be Coulter and Judd, followed by Rolando and Jorge second out. This will be Coulter Jackson, Judd Jackson. Anybody home? Coulter and Judd Jackson. All right, we'll go to the other team here. It's going to be Rolando Munoz, Jorge Pena, number 66. They're going to be followed by 67. That'll be Bryce and Sean, and then it'll be Wyatt Shield, Preston Pay, 68. It's going to be 8 and 48 right there. 8 and 48. And now it's going to be Bryce and Sean. They're going to be followed by Wyatt Shield, Preston Pay, Sid Peterson, Tanner Lambert at number 69. No time here. It'll be Wyatt and Preston. You're up now, followed by Sid Peterson, Tanner Lambert, Rance York, Dax Reed at 70. After 72, we're going to pick up Waylon Engel and Zane Starnes. After 72, we're on 68. It is a 7 and 55 right there. 7-5-5. Here's Sid Peterson now, Tanner Lambert. Then it'll be Rance York, Dax Reed at 70, and 71, Brock Rouse and Cash Cockrum. It's going to be right there. Smooth. It'll be 8 and 23 their time. 8-23. That's going to be 70. It'll be Rance York, Dax Reed. You're up, followed by Brock and Cash at 71. 72 is going to be Colt Hilly and Tyler Mannion. Then we'll pick up Waylon Engel and Zane Starnes. This should be Rance and Dax. Are they not here? Skip them a second. Let's go to Brock and Cash. Brock and Cash right here. It's 71. 72 is going to be Colt Hilly and Tyler Mannion. And then we're going to pick up Waylon Engel and Zane Starnes. Brock and Cash, are they in the other arena? Let's go to the next team then. 72, Colt Hilly, Tyler Mannion. Colt Hilly, Tyler Mannion right here. Then we'll go to Waylon Eagle and Zane Starnes. No time right there. Now we're going to go back up to 5'9". It'll be Waylon Eagle and Zane Starnes to go right here. They are going to be followed by Troy Ashford and Connolly Donnell. Five there. They're going to be 12 and 63 on that one. 12 and 63. Here's Troy and Connolly now. We're to number 73. We have 18 to go to wrap it up in this round. 18. Troy and Connolly. Then it'll be Kevin Poteet, Zane Starnes, Troy Gibbs, and Colton Tate at number 75. No time here. Now it's going to be Kevin and Zane. You're up, followed by Troy and Colton. Again, ropers, if you have any business to take care of for that 13-5 shootout, please get over there to the entry office and get that taken care of. 13-5 shootout will be next. We'll be there in just a second. A leg there. They're going to be 13 and 17 on this one. Now to rope, it is Troy Gibbs, Colton Tate, followed by Keegan Perez, Ranch Winners, Shane Luttrell, and Kyler Gomez at 76. Five there. They're going to be on theirs 15-13. And darn it, guys, that's going to be too long. Here's Keegan Perez, Ranch Winners. You're up, followed by Shane Luttrell, Kyler Gomez, then Cutter Thomason, Ryder Rossipole at number 77. No time. Shane and Kyler up now, followed by Cutter and Ryder. Seth Ross, Zach Ross at number 78. 79 and 80 be ready to go. 14 runs away, 14 away from our short round. Clean run there. They're going to be 8 and 62 on that one. 8-6-2. Now it's going to be Cutter and Ryder. You're up 77. 78. Seth and Zach Ross. 79. That'll be Waylon Eagle and Carson Saunier. And 80 is going to be Ryan Hutton and Judd Jackson. That is a no time. Here's Seth and Zach. And then it'll be Waylon Eagle and Carson Saunier. Ryan Hutton and Judd Jackson be ready. Leg and a barrier, they're going to be 1682. That'll be too long. Too long there. It's going to be Waylon Eagle, Carson Saunier now, followed by Ryan Hunt and Judd Jackson. All right, let's go to number 80, Ryan and Judd. Ryan and Judd. Judd, after this run, don't go to the other arena. Come right back because we're going to get you with Coulter. We're going to get you with Coulter. Then you can go down there and take care of all of it. It'll be no time there. Dakota and Casey, you're up right here. Then it'll be Sean McKinley and Jared Herbst. And then Coulter Jackson, Judd Jackson. This is 81. 81. 82 is going to be Sean McKinley, Jared Herbst. This team has no time. There are 9 runs left, 9 to go. It's going to be Sean and Jared. Then we're going to go to Coulter Jackson, Judd Jackson. +5 here. They're going to be 13 and 28. 13 and 28. Coulter Jackson, Judd Jackson now. Now, Coulter, after you rope this one, get your rope and come right back. Because we're going to get you with Ryan here in a minute. Here's number 65. 65 is where we're at. They are 741. 741. All right, Coulter, get your rope and come right back. We're going to get you here in a second. Let's go to Sid Peterson and Joe Jamison right here. Sid Peterson, Joe Ross Jamison. Sid and Joe Ross, are they not here? We're running out of guys. Let's go to Reed Wolf and Tanner Lambert. Reed Wolf, Tanner Lambert right here, number 85, and then Brock and Dax. Then we've got a bunch of teams we skipped, and then we're done. Smooth here. They're going to be 9 and 33. 9 and 33. All right, it'll be Brock and Dax. You're up right here. Team number 86. Then we've got all the teams we skipped. We're going to try Rance, York, and Dax Reed. Dax, you need to come right back. You need to come right back. +5 here. Going to be 11 and 40. Dax, if you'll come back up here before you go to that other arena. 1140 with a leg there. All right, how about Brock and Cash? Brock just roped. How about Waylon? So, Brock, we need you to come back. How about Waylon and Carson? Waylon Eagle, Carson Saunier. It is a +5. They're going to be 14-26. That'll be too long. That'll be too long there. All right. We need. How about Rants and Dax? We have 3 to go right here. Make it 4. 4 to go. Rants and Dax. Hey, Troy Ashford and Connolly Donnell, if you guys will come up here to the announcer stand, your names have been selected through our randomizer to receive a pair of X-Treme Team Rope and Finals caps. That'll be Troy Ashford and Connolly Donnell. If you'll come here to the announcer stand. That last team, no time. All right, how about Brock and Cash? Brock and Cash right here. It's team number 71. 71, Brock and Cash. They're going to be no time. Coulter Jackson, Ryan Gorham, you guys are up. And then it'll be Sid Peterson, Joe Ross Jameson to wrap it up. 2 to go, and that will end the first round. Again, Troy Ashford, Connolly Donnell, come to the announcer stand if you would. Your names have been run through the randomizer to receive a pair of X-Treme Team Rope and caps. Going to be smooth right there. It's going to be 6 and 86 their time. 6 and 86. All right, final team is going to be Sid Peterson, Joe Ross Jameson. It is a no time here, no time. All right, that's going to do it for Arena 1. We need Caden Anderson, Chase Anderson, Landon De Silva. You guys need to go to the entry office, as well as Ryan Davis, Walter Donald, Bryce Ellinger, Hunter Helton, Rolando Munoz, Sid Peterson, Zach Ross, Kyle and Kyla Stamps, and Rance York. You guys all need to go to the entry office. Gabe Williams, you need to go to the entry office. Hey, so again, Troy Ashford and Connolly Donnell, they received caps. We had one of them come up. Need the other one to come to the announcer stand. Come to the announcer stand, not the office. We've got a cap for you.